Yo, what time the plane leaving? Alright, see you at the airport. Hey, I'm leaving. Well, go ahead and leave. The call heard around the world from the wise of MCs. These cats is paying more than half a pound. I got my bag and snatch it down. I got the skate, but we could probably run them back in town. Scenarios like this is tear jerkers for the modern MC. I eat a blue collar worker, cause this thing called rhyming no different from coal mining. We both on assignment to
So, good to see you guys. This episode, you know, we're gonna start. I kind of feel bad, like, you know, everyone asks us for more vlogs, and it's just very, very difficult. We're not vloggers, we're not YouTubers, and I don't mean to sound like arrogant saying that, because I know that our shop and our demeanor and our employees, we have a pretty cool sense of style and everybody loves it, but, you know, first and foremost, just putting customers first, right, in these builds. Unfortunately, the past couple weeks has been a little challenging for me. Now, what I mean by that is, in any manufacturing performance shop, anything that modifies anything not OEM, there's always going to be bumps in the road, and it's how you overcome those bumps in the roads. And I think in the past 6 years in business, this past 2 weeks have been a very big bump for me to jump. But like everything, there's solutions. Is properly figuring the solutions and not burning any bridges, not upsetting people, keeping customers happy. So follow me and I'll tell you what's going on. So realistically, you know, on these vehicles, the factory clutches can't withstand more than 600 foot-pounds of torque, right? So what we do is we change the clutches from, you know, the dual clutch transmissions, meaning there's two clutch stacks, the clutch stack A and B. And give me a second. This is Alex.
Pretty good. I was just chilling. Went to Newport Beach with a buddy of mine, and I lost my wallet. So it's not really a good start to the week, but you know, you gotta make the most of every day. Anyways, I'm right here checking out packages. Got some clutches coming or something, and some stuff.
So anyways, first of all, don't judge me for the mess. Oil, transmission oil is like the worst. Anyways, so we've been using a certain manufacturer, and things are, you know, man-made product. Anything that has man-made product has a margin of error. It comes with the territory. However, when you have error every once in a while, it's cool. I'm not a huge company, okay? I'm not. Now, granted, listen, as many of you guys think we're this big, almighty NASA facility, we're not. We're 12 employees that work very, very hard, and when you take a $10 or $15 or $20,000 loss every once in a while, it's understandable, but when you have 5, 6 back-to-back, it could really hurt a company like us. Now, I'm not sitting here and crying or telling you, I'm just being transparent with you guys, because I think a lot of people sometimes have a misconception of what it takes to run a small business and what we go through here behind cameras. You know, a lot of our vlogs that we post is us having fun, doing this, doing that, but I'm going to show you some behind the scenes of the struggles of what some business goes through. And I'm not bashing anybody, and I'm not here to bash. I'm just here to show you guys and to teach you guys that there's always error in anything you do, but it's how you take care of the error. So we had some clutch failures. Again, we don't manufacture them. And things happen. And any manufacturer has errors. All of them. I mean, name any manufacturer as far as, I mean, Volkswagen, look what they did. Ford, I mean, every manufacturer has some of the recall. And it's how they take care of the situation. The problem in my situation is I'm the middle guy, right? This expensive piece I buy from the manufacturer, I install, I provide it to the client, client gets it, end result, client has an issue, comes back to me. They don't go to the manufacturer, they come to me. So all the labor, all that's lost, and I got to deal with manufacturing, keep a customer happy. So the past 2 weeks is what I've been dealing with, and it's okay. At the end of the day, it's silver lining, it makes you stronger. That's the way I like to look at things. But I am still a human and it does overtake you. At the end of the day, so after much research and development, there's some other companies that make a great product that we went ahead and locked a partnership, and we will be the worldwide distributor for their clutch that they make for the DL800. The DL800 is a transmission in R8s and Huracans. They make clutches for RSDs, a lot of stuff. But on the DL800, you can only buy it through me. And in reality, I'm not going to sell it to nobody. So don't even bother calling. Anyways, so this is a clutch pack from DCT. They're based out of Ukraine. If you notice, the frictions here are very, very different from an Exity friction. Okay, this is just a. I don't want to take it apart because he sent it assembled, but the way the friction's designed, the steel design. You know, I feel that when it's a little much personal, the quality control could be better. Not that it's not good on big manufacturers, but we really spent a lot of time going over all this in the program. We have them running in cars already, and they run great. So it is a more expensive piece when you deal with a smaller scale of a company. But at the end of the day, the objective is to provide a product that is going to last and outlast, you know, the life of whatever the user does with the car. So this is a new system that we're actually going to put into one of our cars, and it's just a much nicer piece. I mean, look at the teeth in these things compared to like that. And listen, it's not bad talking. At the end of the day, it's tomato, tomato, whatever suits you, you know, whatever suits us. But at the end of the day, I can't sit around. I mean, I guess I can if I want to go out of business and wait for the manufacturer to figure things out, but you can't do that. Sometimes you got to jump through loopholes and go out of your way for your customers, even if it costs you money. At the end of the day, this is costing me a lot of money, and it's my money, you know. So it's like I got to do what I got to do to you know. Now I'm negative X amount because I'm having to buy the same item twice for 10 cars, and it's all good. It's all good because, you know, our customers come to us, they trust us, not only for the good, not only for as a lot of you guys refer to it as the clout, but for the bad too. And this is one of those things that I feel separate the big businesses from the guys that come in and out, like Underground Racing. Let's talk about them. Those dudes have been around for a long time, and they've had issues, and they back their stuff up. You know, no matter what, you gotta back your stuff up. They always online. I know many of you guys follow them. You know, they're always posting, take your car to people that offer warranties. They're saying that for a reason. Okay, this is one of them. Okay, I warranty my right, and it hurts. It costs money, but these cars are very expensive pieces, and we're very fortunate to be the company that a lot of these people pick. And this is, I like to say, a reason why. Not only the good, but for the bad too. You know, it's always cool when people are around for the good, right? But what happens when things, you know, when things go south? Well, I gotta wait for the company, and I'll let you know, and they push the car aside. Nah. Anyways, on to the positive now. We are gonna put this in. We just finished up. Did we show you guys the yellow R8? I'll show you guys the yellow R8. So, you guys remember a couple of vlogs ago we bought this to build? Oh, mine's a little dirty. I've been driving it. So like I mentioned, we get caught up with like work stuff, but this is a badass car. It's got 18,000 miles now. In the Huracan and R8 world, unless you're gonna collect it, some collector car, like mileage really, like the engine and transmissions are stout. The weakest link to these things are the clutches, which we change anyways. So this has our Stage 2 Plus ethanol. You know, it makes 1,000+ wheel horsepower safely. But yeah, so what we're gonna do is offer fresh builds and keep them in inventory. So not a car that you go and you buy online that's been beaten to piss by the previous owner. This is a fresh build, and it's got 300 miles on the build, and that's not even, this is just braking miles to heat soak everything in. So it's a fresh build, fresh warranty, fresh everything. You don't have to go buy someone's used build. There's always a catch to buying a used build, right? That's what people don't understand is the life expectancy and the parts have already been damaged. So how much money are you really saving buying a beat up car? Because chances are you're gonna have to service something, right? Like a clutch service in one of these is $12,000, $13,000, you know, a performance one. So having a fresh build, turnkey, ready to go, you don't have to wait for nothing. This one's for sale for $220,000, our best offer. And, you know, just email us so we can figure something out. It's got all the bells and whistles, right? Should we go for a drive or no? So a lot of things that people always wonder is like map selection. People ask if you could do map selection on the fly. You can. You can literally do it right before you do a race. Or if you do a race and you need to turn the power up, you can. So if you look at the dash, the cruise control stock has a button on it. You literally hold the button down, the dash will illuminate, and then you see where it's on 2. You keep that on 2. So that's called switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, okay? How you switch the switches is you pull the cruise control stock. On switch 2 is where we have all our maps. Then you go up and down to select your map. Map 0 being the lowest power, map 4 being the highest power, which is about 1100 wheel. I like to drive into map 2, which is like 950, 900. More than enough for the street, right? The car still enables all its factory driving conditions. I drive them in automatic. As many of you guys all know, Johnny always likes teasing me. I am always on my phone. Working, that is. So, you know, this car is really smooth to drive. It literally drives identical to stock. which I've preached many times, right? Nice and quiet. Yeah, I love this thing. My red R8 happened to sell to Miguel. I don't know if you guys follow him, Miguel 517, follow him there. He was a customer and actually became a good friend of mine. Somehow ended up hanging out with that dude on my personal time, and that was a good friend. Great guy. We share a lot of the similarities as far as our upbringings and stuff like that, so I think that makes us even more relatable. But he sold his Huracan, which a lot of you guys know. We'll drop a video here. Of him racing Josh's, probably California's one of the fastest street GTRs in the country, and lost by a car and a half. So he sold that, and then he bought my R8, and we're gonna do a billet block build, twin 82mm turbos, just balls to the walls. So it should be cool. So follow that build. We'll talk about it later. But anyways, now that I sold his car, my car, I'm thinking like, should I say carless or should I keep this? No, I can't keep this. So, very torquey. It's probably 15% throttle. Moves really quick. It's an amazing daily driver or weekend, whatever you want. So now I will drop into sport dynamic. One thing with these vehicles, you always have to turn traction control off. Now, that does not mean that traction control is not implemented. It's implemented by the ECU. We're enabling traction control from the ABS system so it doesn't trip the car out. Ready? Smooth power. Literally can rip around everywhere. It still has all the other functions that we always implement, rolling anti-lag, all that stuff. Love this thing. So, smooth power band. It's not a light switch. The thing when we do these cars, we make sure that the power is not a light switch, meaning on and off. Like if you ever look at a dyno grind, it goes like this and it just jumps up. It's very linear, so it's controllable and usable. It just doesn't blow the tire off. Clearly with higher boost, higher torque, it will blow the tire off. But like I mentioned, we do enable traction control through the mode tech, so it keeps the car safe. So regardless of what conditions you're in or you're driving, you don't ever have to worry about that. Now, that doesn't mean go fucking ripping on the car when it's pouring rain and shit. It's not gonna work, no. But, so, as you guys know, our sister partnership with West Coast Exotic Cars, now that it's done, and it's a fresh build, I'm literally just gonna take it to them and they're gonna list it for sale. I'm gonna have Johnny shoot it, because we have our own form of taking pictures and they got their own form. But, so what we'll do is we'll have Johnny shoot it, then later on, you guys will come with me and then we'll walk it over and give it to them and talk over the sale plan and all that, right? Let's roll. Let's do the damn thing. I'm hungry. 11 o'clock. So that was just funny, like weird. I was just telling them about how Miguel sold his car and buying an R8, and the new owner just called me. He says, because Miguel's car is on like his old car was on beyond kill mode. And he sold it. I said, yo, the new owner can't drive it with that high boost. You gotta bring me the car to turn it down. So he just called me asking if I could bring it down so we could turn down the power so he doesn't break it.
What do you call that? When you go like this, like, yeah?
Limbo.
Oh yeah, limbo. Hey, Alex! Limbo. Look at this though. Half of one page out of the 5 pages that we literally have to scroll through to get these. Back. So Alonzo and I decided to step our game up with the merchandise and how we set things up. So we have organized all these merchandise. It goes from the Adams drop, the TJ Hunt drop, which we have a few of these left. There's literally like this one and those. You know, check the website. We might have your size. It's available. Over here, we have the Just Twin Turbo. This is just like the Drake song, you know? I'm outside in the AMG TT. Just fucking around.
You guys remember me talking about my boy Miguel? It's his brand. He started his brand. I'm gonna warn you guys though. Follow him. If you don't like funny, like what's that movie, Jackass? They do a lot of crazy stuff like that. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, stay away. If you're down with the cause, go follow and support him. He's crazy.
So we're gonna go take some quick photos of this car. I'll just a little rundown of what goes down when I go and take photos of this thing. Yeah, maybe how to edit, you know. I want to bring it down real quick. It got washed yesterday, but it doesn't look like it got washed yesterday. So check it out. Of course, we're using the Adams Sheepey detail spray. So we're on our way to go shoot this car. What the hell are you doing, dude? California drivers. Bro, look at this guy. Look at this guy. What the hell are you doing? Like, seriously. Out back. I'm about to toss you out the back. Anyways, we're gonna go shoot this car real quick. I'm just planning to do like a little quick shoot. Since about like up the street. No big deal. I really prefer to shoot like kind of towards like sunset, golden hour kind of, but we're trying to work with what we got, so we can only shoot in like broad daylight. It's, I don't know, what, like how many degrees outside? Like 90, 92. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's a very hot day out. Look at this guy. He's running a red light. What the hell? This guy literally ran a red light. Alright, we got his plates, so joke's on you. We're gonna snitch on you. We're gonna be a whistleblower. Get it? Got the goodie bag right here. Yeah. Tip number one, always use a polarizer. If you don't, then your photos will look very different. Kind of like makes you see through windows and makes the windows darker, kind of. Yeah. So I'm gonna be shooting these photos vertical. The reason why is because we're gonna be posting these photos on the story as well. So this is how a polarizer works. Check it out. This is how a polarizer works. You see this part right here? It polarizes the right side. See there? It polarizes the other side. So we're going to use kind of like right there. See there. So I'm going to shoot a couple of photos real quick, and then once we get back to the shop, I'll show you guys how to edit them and come out. It's pretty solid. We got Miguel's car back at the shop. General over there bought it. That car is fast. Kept up pretty well with a 1918 or 2000 horsepower GTR. Not bad.
Well, not you know, it's more difficult when you sell a car and you try to do it on your own. We're all about the world making money. Our boys at West Coast take care of us. If you're interested in that yellow car, it don't matter if you got cash money, you want to cut a check, you want to get you want to buy it through a bank, if you want to lease it, these fools will get you set up. Like straight up, if anybody can make a deal happen, There's our people at West Coast. And we don't got time. Oh, fuck. We don't got time to be sitting there going back and forth with you. So what we're gonna do is take this car to West Coast now that it's done, give them the key, they wash it, put it in the showroom, they sell us, they cut us the check, and we sing Kumbaya. Let's go. Let's go. Let's drive to West Coast. It's not like we're going very far. The next building over. Whoa, 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 Alex.
Too cold, too cold, too cold.
So check this out. Funny story. When they park cars like that, that means someone's coming to test drive it or buy it. Most likely buy it. It's the only time cars make it out of the showroom. So, congratulations to whoever bought the matte black Huracan 2015 model with the yellow trim. Why I know? Because we almost bought it. Ah, come on, let's go. It's way too hot out there. Just buy that. What is that? It's a little go-go juice.
Thing get all dialed in or what?
Yeah, it's just good to go. It's good for sale.
Cool. It'll be gone tomorrow.
What's up with this fake gold chain though?
It's my dead grandma's. Do you feel better or not? Or worse now?
My bad.
Oh, you're a dick. Yo.
Hey. Alex just disrespected my dead grandma.
Damn, you just disrespected homeboy's grandma.
Shut up, fag. It was a short but quick vlog. We're gonna drop two vlogs a week now. Yeah, anybody interested in the yellow car? Hit my boys up, West Coast Exotic Cars, and buy it. Fresh build. Ain't some build that's all beat up, driven hard, rolling anti-look. You gotta remember, when you buy a build that's been beat up, it's like, I mean, how do you even give a good example on that? It's like flexing on other people's money or girl, you know? They're still gonna refer to it as, that used to be this person's car. That's all bad. What's up, Mo? Wash that motherfucker.
I checked that food on Friday, bro.
You did?
Yeah,
Why?
yeah. Because she was wasting my time.
And then?
Because I was taking out those packages for the post office, and then he was like, hey, you know, like, what's up? And then I literally got out of my car because I thought something was wrong, you know. And then he's like, oh, there's air in your tire. Are you seriously gonna like waste my time like that?
You're learning, bro.
I checked it, like, you know?
Hey, let me ask you something, bro. Fucking Chick-fil-A boxes,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
Come on, bro.
hey.
Seriously,
I know what to get.
that's all you. I don't eat that. I don't eat that. I don't go to Chick-fil-A. Pick that up.
Yo, I don't.
Look at another one, bro.
Hey, that wasn't me though.
Who was it?
Probably Mike.
Does that look presentable to you, Johnny?
No.
You know what? Cut the camera. We're done.